Now, right now on Daybreak, a recent UB graduate detained in Texas. What we know about a school trip gone awry and what we have yet to learn from ICE. Plus, providing aid a world away, how Jericho Road is tackling the Ebola outbreak in Uganda and the DRC. And Mad Max returns to rehab. And the mound at Salem Field. We have the latest on his expected start in Buffalo.
Live from 2 on your side. This is Channel 2 News Daybreak.
And a good Sunday morning. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. 6:30 officially, about to be 6:31 on this May 31st. Last day of the month here as we round things out on a good note. I'm Rob Hackford. We've got Kevin O'Neill in the Weather Center with a check of the forecast here on Daybreak. And Kevin, a beautiful day yesterday, even better today.
Yeah, copy and paste, right?
Yeah,
terrific. Yeah. Yesterday started cloudy, became sunny. Today we'll start sunny and then we'll downgrade slightly to mostly sunny. Aren't we spoiled with this stretch of weather? Again, clear skies for a majority of the day and then some fair weather clouds building and happy clouds for our afternoon. A little bit warmer today. We're going to tack on about 3 or 4 degrees compared to yesterday's reading. So around 70 or so for our high. Sunny and then mostly sunny this afternoon with the wind not being a factor, and again a high around 70 today. Rob?
All right. Thank you, Kevin. In our top story this morning, tensions are flaring at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement detention center in New Jersey. With dueling protests this weekend, anti-ICE protesters have been outside the facility called Delaney Hall in Newark for more than a week now. They started protesting after detainees began a hunger strike over what they say are inhumane conditions. Now, clashes with authorities have prompted New Jersey State Police to take over public safety operations at the center. On Saturday, people supporting ICE were also demonstrating outside. The governor of New Jersey says national extremist groups were involved in Saturday's protest, but she did not identify which groups. A curfew is now in effect until further notice.
To the people coming from out of state to create chaos and dangerous situations, you should not be here. I urge those protesting outside of Delaney Hall to bring the temperature down so we can focus on the detainees and their families. So comply with the lawful orders from local and state law enforcement and let advocates, faith leaders, and members of this community continue their work. Here in America, you have a right to protest and a duty to do so peacefully.
Now, officials are denouncing any violent conduct moving forward. They say protecting the public and law enforcement officers is their top priority. Now, this weekend, we're learning more about a recent UB graduate who was detained by ICE while on a school trip in Texas. A spokesperson for the university says Nadir Hassan was in El Paso helping lead a team at the American Society of Civil Engineers competition. Hassan, who is from the New York City area, was returning home when his attorney tells us he was detained by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement before boarding his flight. UB says letters of support from faculty, classmates, and student organizations are being provided to help build a case. We have reached out to ICE about this case, but have not yet heard back. It's not clear what Hassan's immigration status. That is one of many questions we've posed to his attorney and ICE, both of whom we hope to hear from. Well, 6:34 now, an agency here in Buffalo, best known for community health care and refugee programs, is helping at the front lines amid an Ebola virus outbreak. Well, 2 on your sides, Ron Plant spoke with the local leader of Jericho Road about their involvement overseas.
The people of the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa have dealt with erupting volcanoes and recently violent civil war between the government and rebel forces, and the Ebola virus, which has killed before and is killing again as it causes bleeding, brain swelling, and internal organ damage in patients after being spread through bodily fluids from those already infected.
Despite the challenges that people have, they are very resilient.
Now, Dr. Alana Krolikowski, CEO of the Buffalo-based Jericho Road Community Health Center, knows that resilience is being tested again with the latest Ebola outbreak that may have infected over 1,000 people in Congo and the neighboring African country of Uganda. Jericho Road runs the Goma Wellness Center with strictly Congolese staffers on the eastern side of that country of Congo.
We're screening, doing education. A lot of people are coming to saying, I want to be screened. I want to make sure I don't have this, that I don't spread it on to my family members. Anyone who screens positive with a fever or symptoms that could be Ebola are directed to a centralized location in the city for evaluation, treatment, quarantine. So it's a very, very coordinated response, which is impressive, but they're doing that in the midst of very low resources and the personal protective equipment, for example, the face masks, the gowns, everything that you need to protect yourself is in short supply.
Some additional supplies have been shipped in through relief agencies, but there are other geopolitical coordination issues. And with a 21-day period from Ebola virus infection to symptoms, it could get worse for healthcare staffers at the Goma Wellness Clinic and throughout the region.
It's probably already spread. We know there's definitely at least one case in Goma that's been confirmed, but some of the challenges with testing, like they don't have enough testing supplies to even know. So even though there might be only one confirmed case in that city of more than 1 million people, there's probably more cases. They just haven't been able to get the testing to know for sure.
On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.
Now, Our Lady of Victory Basilica in Lackawanna is marking 100 years since its official dedication, capping off a 5-year centennial celebration. Church leaders this weekend are celebrating the anniversary, and they've been doing a lot more than just looking back. It's also been an opportunity to welcome new people into the church. The celebration will wrap up with a centennial mass and reception today at 2 p.m. Daily mass also at 11 a.m. here on Channel 2. And baseball fans in Buffalo have a chance to see one of the best pitchers who've ever played the game. 3-time Cy Young winner, World Series champion, and future Hall of Famer Max Scherzer will make a rehab start for the Buffalo Bisons today at Salem Field. This is not the first time Scherzer has played in Buffalo. He made a few rehab starts for the Bisons last season before eventually pitching for the Blue Jays in the World Series. Gates open at 11:30 this morning with first pitch at 1:05.